Bojack for Chiropractic in Stoneham, Mass. Thanks for giving us the opportunity to share some information in regards to your spinal hygiene and your spinal health and spinal mechanics. Okay, today we're going to go over the side picture of the lumbar curve, or the actual curve in your low back, and a fulcrum and stretches involved in that. Okay, so this lumbar curve should have a nice arc to it, okay, or just like a banana, okay, because again, the strength of a straight line is derived by number of curves squared plus 1. We have anywhere from 60 to 70% more tensile strength with a curve versus without a curve. Okay, so when we have the curve, all the stress goes back here on these weight-bearing joints, which is exactly where we want that stress to be. Okay, when we don't have a curve, it goes to the anterior portions of these vertebral bodies, and it aggravates these actual disc spaces also. So you start to get decreased height in those width spaces. And remember, right, these nerves are coming out of these holes or foramens in the low back. So when there's compression, these nerves are getting irritated. And remember, where these nerves are going in the low back is down into the legs. So that's typically irritating that sciatic nerve, and that's where you have low back irritation. Okay, so again, we want that curve in there. Okay, so the stress comes off these nerve roots, and the disc spaces and the joints remain open. Okay, so remember, right, when we do have a curve, okay, these joints are functioning as a team. Okay, we don't have a curve, these joints are functioning independently of each other, and then you don't have the pliability and the movement in there. Hence, when there's a trauma, that trauma cannot get absorbed. So just looking at the side picture, so this is just an actual foam, piece of foam cut in a triangle peak. The peak is going to go at his, so here's his pelvis, his waistband, right, or belt line. So right up from the belt line, L3, okay? So it's going to go right in the middle of that actual lumbar lordosis. When it goes right in the middle of it, that's going to open up that curve so we can stretch out these erector muscles and even these glute muscles, okay? So I'm going to stuff it right in here at the base, so it's at L3, and he's going to come back here. Okay, so his low back is making a nice arch, and with that arch, these erector muscles are going to stretch out, and again, it's going to take the pressure off that low back area. And again, remember, with these curves, right, if you look from the side, right, he's up over his center of gravity, and the strongest position for any body to be is over its center of gravity, because that's where you're going to have the most stability, the most strength, even for sports, right, the strongest position for you to be in over the center of gravity is S line, to sit up over the center of gravity. The stronger those joints are going to be, the more functional the joints are going to be. And again, the biggest thing is that neurology is going to express at 100%. And again, you can't have peak performance without this neurology or that software functioning at 100%. Okay? So thanks for giving us the opportunity to go over the lumbar curve of your low back. To give you some tips about spinal hygiene and the functionality of these spinal joints. And we'd love to have an opportunity to check you at our clinic in Stoneham, Mass. at 781-438-9355, 781-GET-WELL. Thank you so much. Have a great day.